take a look into the future with tarot. Emma and Bill sit down in a coffee shop to talk.
Thanks for meeting me. I've been thinking a lot about my career recently. I feel I'm stuck in my job.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you considered visiting a fortune teller?
I've never believed in fortune telling, but I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Emma visits a fortune teller and tells her what has been bothering her.
I'll shuffle the tarot cards and lay them out in a spread. Try focusing on your question while you draw cards.
The fortune teller conducts the tarot reading.
The first card is the Hanged Man.
What does the card mean?
Well, the card suggests a certain action or decision should be postponed. That way, you can think it through carefully. It also means a sacrifice may be needed for progress.
What should I expect?
The other two cards are the Hermit and the Emperor. The Hermit indicates your inner voice, while the Emperor stands for structure and principle. So take your time to think about what you want and work toward it step by step.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I am Laura. Are you like a fortune teller or something?
I know.
Did you know I was wearing...
Can you read my mind?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, this is called 默契. We have good chemistry.
Woohoo.
Color coordination.
I know. And today we're talking all about kind of chemistry and maybe looking into the future, I guess.
This is something we love, don't we?
This is super fun.
This is so us.
I know. We're going to learn about tarot cards today.
塔罗牌.
Do you like getting
I
your
love
cards
all
read?
kinds of like, not just 塔罗牌 and also like fortune telling or like 姓名学. Remember I told you? I studied that a little bit.
I know. That's so much fun. But we're going to learn a bit about tarot cards if you're not really familiar with it. So we're going to look at a conversation between Emma and Bill.
Okay.
The scenario is Emma and Bill sit down in a coffee shop to talk. And Emma says, "Thanks for meeting me. I've been thinking a lot about my career recently. I feel I'm stuck in my job."
I
lot
get
of people get that.
Okay, so when you have some troubles, some problem, you want to do that, okay? 所以一开始我们看到是Emma 跟 Bill 这两个人在一个对话当中，那 Emma 就看起来他们应该是朋友吼，她说谢谢你来见我，最近我一直在思考我的事业，我觉得我好像很怎么样 stuck 其实当作形容词来用哦，就有种被困住的意思，所以它应该是陷入某种困境哦。
Like maybe not only are you stuck in your career, but you could be stuck in life as well.
I know. Or in a relationship.
Oh gosh, get out of that. Anyways, Bill says, "I'm sorry to hear that. Have you considered visiting a fortune teller?" Fortune here is a noun and it means a person's fate or future. It could also mean like a chance of luck, especially in the way it affects people's lives. Asians believe in doing a lot of different things in order to have good fortune. For example, we can use fortune in a sentence like this. Some people believe you can read a person's fortune by looking at tea leaves in a cup.
OK， 哇，这时候呢 ，Bill 的建议呢，其实跟我们姐妹淘有时候聊的东西蛮像哦。他说，Have you considered visiting a fortune teller？ 你有考虑过去找算命师吗？其中的 fortune teller 就是算命师，而 fortune 这个名词有命运啊、运势的意思。那算命这样的一个事情呢，我们可以用名词 fortune telling 来表示。不过其实 fortune 常常我们也有用来表示 luck 运气的意思。For example, after finding a four-leaf clover, Jake believed it would bring him good fortune in his upcoming exams. 你有找过四叶草吗？因为 Jack 相信他在找到之后呢，他会带来即将要考试就是好运哦。
And also, like, if you don't really believe in things like fortune telling or leaving it up to the stars, people can also go to life coaches now, which are really popular.
Right.
And they give you more of a rational decision-making point. But it's okay. I love fortune telling. It's so much fun.
Same.
So let's see what Emma says. She says, "I've never believed in fortune telling, but I'm willing to try anything at this point. When you believe in something or doing something, something, it just means that you're confident that something is right or that it's effective. For like, for example, if someone says, I believe in aliens, it just means that they are very confident and that it's true that aliens do exist.
I actually do believe in aliens.
I know, me too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Believe in doing or believe in something 就是相信什么东西是正确的或是有用的。甚至于你像 Tiffany 刚刚是说她相信它是存在的外星人，你相信吗？ Now here's another example. Lisa strongly believed in the power of positive thinking and how it could shape one's perspective on challenges. That's right. Okay. 那其中呢，我们还提到point 这个字哦，就是时候、时刻。所以它整句是说，我从来不相信算命，但是呢 ，at this point， 此时此刻 ，OK， 我现在呢愿意是任何事情哦。
I guess she's just really, really stuck and very desperate for an answer.
Right?
Yes. So we can continue reading. The scenario says, Emma visits a fortune teller and tells her what has been bothering her. Okay, and the fortune teller says, I'll shuffle the tarot cards and lay them out in a spread. Oh my gosh, so exciting.
I know.
When you shuffle something, here it's used to talk about poker cards. And it means you just mix up the cards so they're not in order. If you play poker, you shuffle or mix up the cards to make sure that all the numbers and all the suits are in random order. Now, tarot is, what we've been talking about. These are the cards we use for fortune telling, and it reveals some truth about your life. So maybe one card means this thing, another card means that. When you lay something out, it means you just put it down and spread it out.
Oh, so many words and phrases.
Help them.
Okay, I'll shuffle the tarot cards and lay them out in a spread. 你们很会洗牌吗？ I'm so lazy at it. Okay, shuffle 就是洗牌的那个动作。Okay, shuffle 是个动词。那 tarot 就是塔罗牌。他说他把塔罗牌怎么样 ？Lay them out. Lay something out 就是展开、展示的意思。For example, before the science fair, Mark carefully laid out his project materials to impress the judges with his organization and creativity.
Ooh.
Reminds me of science fair.Yeah. Okay, 所以回到课文是说 Emma 她就去见了一个算命师啦，她告诉他哇自己非常困扰什么事情哦。
The fortune teller says, try focusing on your questions while you draw cards. I remember you're supposed to think about the question in your head. Like they say repeat it 3 times and think like, what should I do for my career? Should I change jobs? Should I change jobs? And you kind of talk to the cards and let the cards share things
I
for you.
remember that. Okay.
Right?
所以抽牌的时候要怎么样？非常专注，你要问什么？可能要问3次，默念这样子。那其中的 draw 这个动词其实就有抽一个牌或是抽签的那个抽，它也有挑选的意思哦。
Next, we see the scenario. It says the fortune teller conducts the tarot reading. When you conduct something, it just means you carry out something. So the fortune teller is like, let me see what you got here.
Oh, okay. 所以算命师当然就进行了塔羅牌占卜哦。Conduct 这个动詞就是進行或還有施作這樣的意思哦。Oh my God, I can't wait to find out. I know. What is it?
I know. Okay. Well, the fortune teller says the first card is the hanged man.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I know.
It doesn't sound good.
I know. So maybe Emma feels a little bit nervous. So Emma asks, what does the card mean?
I know exactly. I want to know what does the card mean as well. Okay, but first let me explain. Okay, 所以他就是抽到什么呢？ The hanged man, right?
Yeah.
就是你如果玩那个游戏 Hangman 就知道吊死鬼，所以它是悬吊的牌，悬吊者的这一个牌哦，所以他抽到的第一张牌是这个。I really want to know what does the card mean. Emma 问的这个真的很不错，这张牌是什么意思啊
？So maybe like Emma, you really want to know what the hanged man means. Well, the fortune teller explains, well, the card suggests a certain action or decision should be postponed. Okay, so it's not as scary as we thought. Here we see the word suggest. Suggest is a verb and it means you put an idea into somebody's mind to make somebody think that that thing is true. It could also mean to give a piece of advice or recommendation. Like if you go to a restaurant, you might ask the waiter to suggest a popular or tasty dish to try. For example, we can use it in a sentence like this. Those dark clouds suggest that it's going to rain later this afternoon.
刚刚真的还是学到了蛮多字哦。Suggest 这个动词就是显示啊，或是暗指的意思。For example, the teacher's raised eyebrows seemed to suggest that someone had forgotten to do their homework. I cannot raise my eyebrow that well. 所以老师他挑起来的眉毛似乎在暗示你说，哎，是不是有人忘记做功课？And we also saw the word postpone, didn't we?
That's right. Postpone is a verb and it means to delay or push something back because of time. So let's say maybe there's an outdoor yoga event, but then on the weekend it's going to rain. I know. So maybe they would need to postpone or push back the event to another week. For example, we could say the singer had to postpone her concert due to being sick. That sucks.
Okay, postpone 就是推迟、延迟的意思，它是一个动词。So for example, the outdoor picnic had to be postponed due to unexpected rain, which disappointed everyone looking forward to it. I was looking forward to that picnic so badly. Okay, 所以回到课文是说，来，我们现在回到那个的 hanged man 到底是什么呢？这个算命是说，这张牌暗指某个行动或是决定应该推迟。Okay, that's not like she's getting hanged then.
Right, it doesn't sound as scary.
Not so scary.
Okay, well, the fortune teller goes on to explain a little bit more. They say that way you can think it through carefully. Okay. It also means a sacrifice may be needed for progress. Okay, it kind of makes sense. Like, I guess if you hang yourself, I don't know.
You're sacrificing your life.
Maybe, I don't know, but to think something through means to give a lot of careful thought about it. Like you maybe need to think twice or maybe 3 times or 4 times about that thing. And when you sacrifice something, it means you give up something in order to have something else. I know a lot of times our parents will say this, they sacrificed a lot for us.
情绪勒索。Okay, so think something through is 彻底而全面的考虑。For example, instead of making a hasty decision, Jane decided to take some time to think through the pros and cons of changing schools. Oh, that's smart, okay? And sacrifice, 刚刚我们提到就是牺牲，我都是为你好。OK, 没有啦，这是一个名词哦。所以课文是说 ，OK, 所以他要把它延迟。OK， 他做的一些决定，这样他才可以仔细考虑清楚。这也表示为了进步，可能需要牺牲啊。
Oh no!
I hope it's not too bad.
Yeah, maybe it's a small sacrifice, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, Emma says, "What should I expect?"
That's a good question. What should I expect? 就是要问说。那我应该要预期什么呢？
Okay, well, let's see what the cards say about her life. The fortune teller says, the other 2 cards are the Hermit and the Emperor. Okay, sounds a little bit nicer, a bit more positive. The Hermit, it means something else, which we'll learn later. But then here, it can mean someone who lives by themselves and doesn't really go out to talk to people or socialize. I just remember in like Dragon Ball Z, there was that turtle guy.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well.
I remember he was like a hermit or something. But here we see the word emperor. Emperor is a noun and it means the ruler of a place. And it's usually a king, okay, because it's for males. Women are called empress, okay?
武则天.
Yeah, do you know who the quick Chinese history test, who was the first emperor of China?
Is it 秦始皇?
Yeah. Oh my god, good job.
秦始皇.
Okay, well, we can use emperor in a sentence like this. The emperor was kind and made sure that his people always had enough food. Okay, this is a good emperor.
Okay, emperor 就是皇帝的意思，它是一个名词哦。所以真的在历史课 in history class, Sarah learned about the powerful and influential emperors who once ruled ancient civilizations. Hermit 是什么呢？这有点难哦，就是隐士或是隐居者。所以他抽到的这个是隐士牌，那另外一张牌是皇帝牌，我们已经解释过 emperor 的意思。 所以呢，这两张牌又是什么意思啊
？Let's see. The fortune teller says, the hermit indicates your inner voice, while the emperor stands for structure and principle. Okay, because I guess it makes sense. A hermit is like by themselves. They stay inside and thinking, yeah. So your inner voice is like something that's in your head. Inner is an adjective. It just means related to something on the inside. So if you're talking loudly, it means you're speaking out loud. But sometimes you might have thoughts inside your head that you don't share. And that's your inner voice or your inner thoughts. For example, we can say sometimes Janet speaks too freely and shares even her inner thoughts. Oh my gosh, I hope she's not mean. Yes.
Okay, inner 就是内心的 inner thoughts 内心的想法，它是一个形容词哦。For example, despite her outgoing personality, Emily had a deep inner fear of public speaking that few people knew about. 那刚刚提到是 inner voice。这里的 voice 呢是个名词，就是有想法、意见的意思。And structure?
Structure is a noun and it means a state of being well organized or planned with all the parts linked together. So a careful plan, it's like a careful plan. It could also mean how things are arranged and how they are made like a structure for buildings. For example, we can use in a sentence like this. The structure of the daily schedule at military school made Jeff learn to have control and order over his life. Oh my gosh, so strict.
我们刚刚看到的 structure 这个名词就是结构啦，会有条理的意思哦。For example, the essay received high marks not only for its content, but also for its clear and well-organized structure. 哇，所以课文提到是什么呢？隐士呢，是代表你的内心的声音。那抽到这个皇帝牌就代表结构和原则。
Oh my gosh, so what does it mean? What should we do? The fortune teller says, so take your time to think about what you want and work toward it step by step. When you take your time or take one's time, it just means to take it slow and not rush.
Yeah, take one's time 就是不用急，某人不要急，慢慢来哟。For example, as the students tackled the challenging math problems, the teacher encouraged them to take their time and solve each question step by step.
So hard. All right. Well, work towards something means you work hard for something in order to succeed. So you might work towards getting good grades at school, for example.
Work towards something 就是努力达成哦。For example, to achieve his dream of becoming a musician, Tom works toward improving his guitar skills every day. OK, 最后课文是说，所以花点时间，这个是算命师说的哦，思考你要的是什么，并且一步一脚印朝着目标前进。That doesn't sound too bad
It sounds
overall.
pretty good. Yeah, it's not like something...
It's pretty good advice.
Yeah, it's not something so like doomsday or something. She's not doomed. All right, well, now it's time for our For You chat. I want to ask you, but I know the answer. Have you ever visited a fortune teller? If so, what was your experience like? If not, would you like to visit one?
Yeah, of course. I have visited a fortune teller. It was a fun and lighthearted experience. And even though the predictions were interesting, I couldn't help but question their accuracy sometimes. I believe that while fortune tellers can offer insights, ultimately, the decisions we make shape our destinies. 因为我相信命运掌握在你的手里, right? Destiny is in your hands.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. I mean, I've been to fortune tellers and I've done tarot readings. It's quite fun. I think like they can guess so much about your life sometimes. You're like, oh my God,
sometimes
how do
you
they
probably
know?
already know though.
Yeah,
like,
or like maybe it's
do.
a basic response. But I think when you do things like this, you know, just don't take it too seriously. Yeah, you have to really just use it like as a story or something. But like Laura said, I think, you know, destiny is in your hands. You are in control of your own future. Don't let cards control you.
Exactly. You determine your own fortune and future, not the cards.
Exactly. It's just for fun.
Yes.
All right. Well, that is it for day one of our article.
There's more, right?
There is more because this is such a fun topic and there's so much more to learn. But that's all the time that we have for today. But don't forget, we still have day 2. So we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Fortune. Some people use fortune telling to seek help with life decisions, while some do it just for fun. Suggest. The boss's tone of voice suggests that he's not pleased with the recent drop in sales numbers. Postpone. The baseball game was postponed because of the heavy rain. We'll have to play another day. Emperor. During his rule, the emperor was known for his fair and just treatment of his people. Inner. Richard writes all his inner thoughts in a journal and doesn't show it to anyone. Structure. A speech with a good structure makes its arguments easier to follow and understand.
智慧小补帖
Shuffle. Tarot. Conduct. Sacrifice. Hermit.